Imagine a love story that starts with a newborn baby and a 3-year-old boy meeting for the first time. Now picture that bond growing into a marriage that lasted nearly 80 years, surviving life's challenges and making history. Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter didn't just share a romance, they built a legacy of love, resilience, and service. What made their connection so unbreakable? Let's uncover the heartwarming journey behind one of the greatest love stories in history. Before we get started, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter's love story began in an extraordinary way, rooted in their shared childhood in Plains, Georgia. They first met when Jimmy was just 3 years old, and Rosalynn was a newborn. This initial encounter occurred shortly after Rosalynn's birth on August 18, 1927, when Jimmy's mother, Lillian Carter, helped deliver her as a nurse. The following day, Lillian introduced her son to the new neighbor, marking the beginning of a lifelong connection. Their paths crossed again many years later, in 1945, while 20-year-old Jimmy was home for the summer before starting his final year of college in Annapolis, Maryland. His plans with another girl fell through. He ran into his sister's best friend Rosalynn, then 17 and home after her first year in college, and invited her to the movies on the spot. I just felt compatible with her. She was beautiful and innocent. And there was a resonance, Jimmy told writers Phil Donahue and Marlo Thomas for their book What Makes a Marriage Last. We rode in the rumble seat of a Ford pickup, Ruth and her boyfriend in the front, and I kissed her on that first date. I remember that vividly. In a poem from his 1995 book Always a Reckoning, Jimmy recalled his feelings on his and Rosalynn's first date, writing, "I'd pay to sit behind her, blind to what was on the screen, and watch the image flicker on her hair." After their first date, Jimmy told his mother that he was going to marry Rosalynn. Despite their strong feelings, their relationship faced challenges. After their first date, Jimmy proposed to Rosalynn in February 1946, but she declined, wanting to focus on her education. Jimmy didn't push or pressure her. He gave her time to think, showing the respect and patience that would become hallmarks of their relationship. However, by May of that year, during a visit to Annapolis with his parents, she accepted his proposal. When Rosalynn finally said yes, it wasn't just an agreement, it was a promise. A promise to stand by each other, to dream together, and to face whatever challenges life might bring. That moment marked the beginning of a lifelong partnership, built on love, trust, and an unshakable bond. Jimmy and Rosalynn tied the knot on July 7, 1946, at the Plains Methodist Church in their hometown of Plains, Georgia. The wedding took place mere weeks after Jimmy graduated from the Naval Academy. The newlyweds moved to Norfolk, Virginia, shortly after their nuptials for Jimmy's first naval assignment. The family would move several times in accordance with his military postings, including to California, Hawaii, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. Just before their first wedding anniversary, Jimmy and Rosalynn welcomed their first child, son John William Jack Carter, on July 3, 1947, in Portsmouth, Virginia. Jack later served in the Vietnam War and ran for Senate in 2006. Jimmy and Rosalynn's second child, son James Earl Chip Carter, was born on April 12, 1950 in Honolulu, where Jimmy was stationed in the Navy. Jimmy and Rosalynn's son, Donald Jeffrey Jeff Carter, was born in New London, Connecticut, in August 1952. Their early married life was marked by frequent relocations due to Jimmy's naval career, which included assignments in various states and Hawaii. Rosalynn adapted well to these changes, embracing her role as a naval wife and raising their children largely on her own during Jimmy's deployments. Rosalynn played a crucial role in Jimmy's political ascent. After he resigned from the Navy in 1953 to manage the family peanut farm, she became increasingly involved in local civic activities. Her support was vital during his campaigns for the Georgia State Senate and later for governor, where she overcame her shyness to campaign actively. As First Lady of Georgia, she began advocating for mental health issues, a cause she continued to champion throughout her life. In 1976, Jimmy Carter was elected President of the United States, making Rosalynn the First Lady. She took on this role with dedication, focusing on mental health advocacy and other social issues. Their partnership was evident as they navigated the challenges of political life together. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, and his wife Rosalynn Carter shared a remarkable partnership that spanned over 77 years, marking the longest presidential marriage in U.S. history. Their relationship was characterized by mutual support, shared values, and a commitment to public service. Rosalynn served as First Lady from 1977 to 1981. She was not just a supportive spouse but an active participant in her husband's administration. Her focus on mental health issues was particularly notable. She chaired the President's Commission on Mental Health and advocated for reforms that improved services for the mentally ill. Rosalynn's role extended beyond traditional expectations. She attended cabinet meetings and represented her husband at various ceremonial occasions. She played a pivotal role in promoting mental health awareness and reforming policies related to mental health care. Rosalynn invited prominent artists to perform at the White House, highlighting her commitment to the arts. She focused on programs supporting the elderly and those with disabilities. In 1982, the Carters founded the Carter Center, a nonprofit organization aimed at promoting human rights and alleviating human suffering. This initiative became a cornerstone of their post-presidential lives, focusing on issues such as disease eradication, peace negotiations, and democratic governance. The center has been instrumental in various global health initiatives, notably the fight against guinea worm disease, which has significantly reduced cases worldwide. The Carters were also deeply involved with Habitat for Humanity, an organization dedicated to building homes for those in need. Their hands-on approach included sponsoring the Carter Work Project, where they worked alongside volunteers to construct and renovate homes. Over the years, they contributed to building thousands of homes across multiple countries. Jimmy Carter's post-presidency was marked by his role as a global peacemaker. He engaged in numerous diplomatic missions, mediating conflicts in countries such as North Korea, Haiti, and Sudan. His efforts earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002 for his work in advancing democracy and human rights through the Carter Center. He was known for his willingness to speak out on international issues, often critiquing U.S. foreign policy when he felt it contradicted the principles of peace and justice he championed. In addition to his humanitarian work, Carter remained committed to education. He taught Sunday school at Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains, Georgia, until shortly before his death. He also served as an educator at Emory University for nearly 4 decades, sharing his insights on politics and ethics with students. Jimmy Carter emphasized that selecting the right person to marry is fundamental. He stated, "First of all, choose the right person to marry," which he considers a crucial aspect of a successful marriage. The Carters made it a practice to resolve conflicts daily. They aimed to ensure that they were completely reconciled from all the arguments during the day before going to bed. This commitment to open communication helped them navigate the inevitable challenges of their long union. Rosalynn highlighted the importance of allowing each other space within their relationship. She noted, "Each should have some space, that's really important," indicating that while they shared many interests, they also valued individual pursuits. The couple engaged in various joint activities, such as working on projects together and enjoying hobbies like bird watching and fly fishing. This shared engagement deepened their bond over the years. Throughout their marriage, Jimmy often referred to Rosalynn as his secret weapon, acknowledging her influence and support during his political career. Their partnership extended beyond personal life into professional realms, where Rosalynn played a significant role in his campaigns and decisions. Both Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter have expressed that their faith has been a cornerstone of their relationship, guiding them through life's ups and downs. Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter has passed away at the age of 100. He died on December 29, 2024 at his home in Plains, Georgia, surrounded by family, as confirmed by the Carter Center. Carter was the longest-living president in U.S. history and celebrated his centennial birthday just a few months prior, in October 2024. He had been under hospice care for nearly 2 years, following health complications including a battle with skin cancer. Carter's wife, Rosalynn Carter, predeceased him on November 19, 2023 at the age of 96. The couple was married for 77 years and were known for their deep partnership and shared commitment to humanitarian causes. Rosalynn was particularly recognized for her advocacy in mental health and various humanitarian efforts throughout her life. What a truly remarkable journey of love and resilience. Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter's bond wasn't just about marriage, it was a partnership that defied time, overcoming challenges and inspiring millions with their shared mission of service. Do you think love can truly stand the test of time like theirs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you were moved by their incredible legacy, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs a little inspiration today.